Hello, Raw Food Rehab. It is so great to be back with you. It's Saturday afternoon in Tulsa, Oklahoma on August the 22nd, 2009, and I have taken the week off, as you know, to get down in the trenches with my computer and just kind of finish writing this book. I can't even tell you how many distractions I've had this week. I just have this feeling that, you know, anything worthwhile, anything that is really going to have a significance in your life is worth fighting for. And I am just telling you right now, I'm fighting. I'm fighting for it. Fighting for the space in which I can write. It seems like everything that could possibly come out against me this week to distract me has happened. But, you know, I hit some sort of a clearance yesterday, and I have knocked out a tremendous amount of writing in just the last 2 days, and I'm about 3/4 of the way through the book. The one chapter that I haven't started yet is the chapter where I'll be discussing what happened with all of us in the My daughter earlier this week came down with a cold, and I think it was that Diane has a cold, because she was talking about that on her juicing video the other day. And I'll be darned if I didn't start feeling this coming on, and I woke up and I'm just like, and I'm fine. I mean, I'm functioning just fine. But it's just been one more thing that has come to distract me from my pure focus on what I'm doing. But I actually don't feel that bad, but my voice is kind of wonky, and I've got some drainage, and I'm sneezing, and my eyes wake up in the morning, and they're kind of goopy, and I have some little basic aches. I'm very excited about it. I own the 12 DVD series from the Hippocrates Health Institute in Palm Beach, Florida. And I would say of any other DVD set or any other DVD that I've ever owned since I've been raw, this set is probably had the most impact on me as far as from an educational standpoint. I've incorporated so much of what the Clements teach into my daily life, and I think that I've seen the most benefit from their teaching as anything else, any other book that I've read or whatever. So I sent my DVDs to Susan, and she's received them, and she's done a once through. She's viewed all 12 videos, and now she's going to go back through and take one at a time, and she is going to be reviewing them and taking copious notes, and she's going to be sharing the bullet point highlights out of each of these videos with you all, topics that Susan is going to be covering, and I'm just going to read these. The first one is Principles of Health. It's a brief history of how Hippocrates came into being. It's a comprehensive explanation of the food groups of the living foods diet. It's not the food pyramid. It's much better than that. The next one, Internal Awareness, the basics of digestive and eliminative system and how to detoxify. Instructions on the proper way to use enemas and implants. And I'm not talking about breast implants. The next one, Detox and Elimination. The workings of the elimination system, the lymph, liver, lung, kidneys, and skin, the 5 main sources of elimination that our body has, and your body's reaction to a detoxifying program. Supplements, algae, herbs, and homeopathy, a guide to supplements and their benefits, also alternative options to complete the needed consumption that our body requires. Ancient and current self-help techniques. I love that video. I think it's one of my favorites, okay? It's many helpful at-home healing techniques for cuts, burns, impaired vision, infections, premature gray hair, and many others. You're not going to want to miss any of these, guys. Fasting on liquid nourishment. The benefits of fasting on green juice rather than on water. A review of the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual benefits of fasting. Questions and answers on the science, philosophy, and food of the living foods lifestyle. Practical living, how to really live the Hippocrates lifestyle once you are not at Hippocrates, which I don't know, have any of you all ever gone to Hippocrates and stayed there? I would so love to do that, but it is super expensive. And also, their minimum situation for going and staying there is a 3-week program. And I'm just not in a position where I can leave my family for 3 weeks at a time. I mean, it's hard enough kind of trying to check out to write this book when everything's like tornadic around the house. So, but So we're going to get the next best thing, which is the education that comes from Hippocrates without having to spend the money to go there. Okay, how to have what you need at home, working in social situations, which that's all super important. Okay, and then the last one, or no, the second to the last one is bringing it all home, the physical, emotional, and spiritual healing process, how to achieve your highest goals in life, applying the Hippocrates lifestyle at home, and then lastly, food combining, proper combinations of food for good digestion, foods that should never be eaten together, and key information for optimal health. So Susan will probably share more little tidbits that she has, ways to help you, tips on, if you want to order these CDs or DVDs, where to go to do that. I mean, she'll fill us all in on all those details. So this is a project that I'm assigning to her because I think that I really actually think Susan's a very talented writer, and I think she's gifted, and I think her ability to be able to absorb information like nobody else I've ever met. I mean, she's like an informational vacuum, and I think her mind works so quickly, she's able to process that, and she'll be able to share that with us in a really helpful way to everybody. So that's what you can begin to look forward to this next week as we move forward. Again, you probably won't see much of me this next week. I'll be around. I'll be sneaking around in the unit like a little mouse at night and in the early morning. And so I'll be around, and I'll be commenting here and there when I have the time to do so. But I just want to thank you guys so much. You guys have kept the Raw Food Rehab unit alive with your discussion threads and your blog posts, and keep putting your photographs up. I know I said I wasn't going to do a photo of the day, but that just takes a second of my time to grab a photo and put it up there, and I enjoy looking at that. I'm so visual. I enjoy it so much. And so, Dennis, where's your video? You told me you were going to make a video. I know Jean's already hit you up about that. We're just giving you a hard time. We just love our big piglet, and I know several others of you have promised a video, and believe me, I know how time-consuming it is to make a video, upload it, and all that detail. So, anyway, I miss you guys, and I love you very much, and I'll look forward to being back with you a week from today, making another video. But in the meantime, you'll want to be sure and weigh in. You've got until tomorrow night, Sunday night, before you go to bed to log in your weigh-in. If you do not weigh in and you don't call me, or not call me, but email me or Dennis and let us know why you haven't weighed in, then you run the risk of being removed from this chapter of Raw Food Rehab. So the truth is I really only want you here if you're plugged in and you want to be here. I don't want any fringe people that are just sort of voyeuring around. I want people that are in here working together as a team, because that's just what I want. And there's plenty of other places that people can go just to hang out and observe and read information. But I really want you to be somewhat active. I know a lot of you work and you're limited in your time, but you show me that you're interested by weighing in every week. That's how I know that you are plugged in. So I just really appreciate everything you guys do, and I'll look forward to seeing you next week. Take care.